Hey, hello everyone. Sorry, my bad. Welcome to the Sam Livecast. The only live... I was going to make up a bunch of shit and say North America, but I don't know if any of this is true.
It probably is.
The only good, completely live, high-definition livecast in this street. That's true. That much I do know.
I'm just waiting for someone to find one for us and say, hey, this is a show just like yours, so we can go after them.
You know what I did? I went to iTunes this afternoon. I was looking at some of the stuff that's there, and none of it's live. It's not live, and a lot of it is just complete
Well,
shit.
live is really hard, man.
I'm sorry. No. I'm just saying that a lot of it is just not very good. And look, everything is subject to personal opinion. And my personal opinion is a lot of the stuff I looked at today was not very good, and I find this interesting. I find it interesting because it's like a combination radio talk show and cooking show.
Right.
Mostly we talk about food. Sometimes we digress very badly. But I think it's always interesting. And we always cook something live. Lynn, I was looking at the picture of the... find the picture. The picture of the salmon taco that we did Monday night.
Oh, man.
How good were those?
So good.
And so I'm looking at that picture. Look at that.
Look at that.
I'm looking at that picture today. I'm going, damn it. That looks good. And I started scrolling through some of the other pictures, and I'm thinking, who is doing this? And I hate those shows that just talk about themselves. But honestly, it got me pissed that we're doing this and other people aren't. And I don't want other people to be doing this, but F it. Whatever. I'm not going to get all balled up on that. Steve's here, as always, on this camera, giving advice, opinions, direction, and counsel, because he is the taste guy for things like this of the show. Kelly's over there. Hi, baby. If the first time you're watching, Kelly's my wife of 26 years. Seven almost.
Yeah, what's he doing?
Little
Little Kelly.
Pitching your head.
Little
It's
Kelly.
Little Kelly.
Right. We got two dogs over here. Lucky up on top. And Haley down below. Haley is shedding like an MFer.
Seriously.
She's shedding like a dog.
It's like Jesus went into a salon and asked for a crew cut, and they strew all of the hair that fell on the floor all over the house. That's what we've got.
balls of fur.
There's balls of fur. It's that time. She has to go in and get that summer cut.
She's molting.
She's molting. It's exactly right. I shot at the Wild Animal Park here in San Diego yesterday, which is now called San Diego Zoo Safari Park. And I pointed it. What?
Why'd they do that?
Obviously, somebody.
I don't know.
The first thing that they said was they wanted to separate it from the zoo. So calling it the San Diego Zoo Safari Park is doing that? I didn't really get that.
Steve, did you turn your mic upside down again?
Did I? Oh, yes.
Oh, my God. But I pointed at gazelles and things with horns and junk. Go look, it's molting, just like my dog. Poor thing has no idea that she is shedding as badly. Kel, is she going Friday? He's got to be going Friday because he's ready.
I think they're a week out, but she needs to go. Let's just get her down there
Let's
tomorrow.
just get her down there. Right.
Lucky's got the dreadlocks
And
going.
she hates it.
Oh,
Right?
God, it's unbelievable. I had a dream last night. We all have dreams. I had a dream last night that there was a giant Sony convention with a bunch of, I know, well, aren't they?
Yeah.
With a bunch of very serious Sony people at it.
Yeah.
And about 20 minutes before it starts, they asked me to give like the opening keynote speech. And I'm like, I can do that. And I sit down, I got my computer, and I'm writing things. And something started going wrong, and somebody needed to use my computer, and it was just going bad, and now I'm getting closer and closer and closer, and I'm realizing how fucked I am. Mm-hmm. I cannot possibly pull off this very important speech at this huge Sony convention.
I hate those kind of dreams, the anxiety dreams.
And then in the dream, I go like this. Wait a minute. This is just a dream.
Oh, you realize that?
I realized it was a dream. I go, wait, it's just a dream. I don't have to do this. I could just wake up. And I did.
That's like mastering your own dreams.
It was the weirdest thing. I've never realized I was having a dream before.
Huh.
It was like a dream within a dream or something.
Inception.
Anybody had that?
I've heard of that before.
You've heard of
I've
that?
seen that movie.
What is that called?
Brent says Samception.
That's awesome.
Well, that's really quick, Kelly.
By the way, I still say I'm not smart enough to see that movie.
Oh, it's a great
And all my
movie.
kids give me shit for it. Dad, you got to watch it. I've seen like 3 or 4 minutes here and there, and I just don't get it. I don't know why things are turning upside down and in and out, and the thoughts and your.
Wait, really? You watched 2 minutes of a movie out of context and you don't understand it? That's
By the
very
way, can I
strange,
just say-
especially with such a simple and easy to understand movie.
Can I just say, you were really funny Monday night. I can't remember what it is we were talking about, but you were really funny.
He's not
Already
funny
tonight, you're
now.
funny, even though you guys are dark in there. That's Max in the white T-shirt. Lynn, who looks a lot smaller than Max, and guess what? He's like 1.5 feet taller than Max.
Perspective.
Perspective.
That's all it
And
is.
by the way, I just have to say this. I don't want to dwell on this.
Yeah, neither do I.
Max is sick. And when I say sick, I mean Max was upstairs under a blanket with chills. Do you have a fever?
I just had to have Lynn go shut the front door. So I was shivering.
Look at Lynn.
I don't know. No.
Well, did you
no,
did you
this is-
hear the news today?
What?
The Coachella
That everybody's
virus that's
sick?
going around?
No, okay, well that
There's
is
a week.
true.
There's a week 1 and a week 2.
I think the week one is
Coachella.
worse. No, I had the flu for like a week after Coachella, and then I finally thought I was getting over it in the last couple of days.
Like
I, no, I,
Lynn
I
is-
have
Lynn
gotten
is
over
sweating
it.
over
I
there.
am
Now I'm
sweating.
just nauseous.
By the way-
I don't know why.
I am. I'm getting
I've
nervous.
had I've been nauseous for 2 days straight.
I'm
Maybe
not.
you're pregnant.
I don't want to play up the whole. I don't want to play up the whole Asian thing.
Yeah.
But dude, Max, you're sitting beside a guy whose people regularly don little protective masks when they believe they're spreading germs.
You know
So
he's got it in his car. He just
it
I'd
wouldn't
wear one right
wouldn't
now
be
if
out
I
of the
could.
question for you to go grab it and throw the little dust mask on right now.
If I had one, I'd wear it.
Look at he can't lean any further to his right.
I've already
He's
scooted
trying
my
to get
chair.
away
I'm
from
definitely
you.
not contagious. I know that.
Oh, sure. You don't know that.
Yes, okay. All I have is the nausea.
Doctor.
The
was
nausea?
achy. I was achy. I was.
What does he have?
He had the nausea.
I've
The nausea? I've never heard that before.
All right, I'm moving on.
You should have stayed
Meanwhile,
upstairs.
I gotta open this door because I'm.
It's getting hot already. Yeah.
warm.
It's hot in here.
I understand. I
It's
understand the
really
Max.
cool out tonight. The wind is blowing.
The wind stopped, I think. I think the wind stopped.
Not in Santee.
I don't know. I went to Banana Republic before we went to Vancouver for my dad's funeral. My only good white shirt had just been decimated by my 18-year-old son.
awesome.
It's filthy. I couldn't wear it. And of course, we found out the last minute, so I didn't have time to have it dry clean and stuff. So I go to Banana Republic. I get a new white shirt. Did I get something else? Maybe just the shirt. And the woman behind the counter says, "Do you want to put in your Banana Republic card?" And I go, "I don't have it with me." And she goes, "That's okay. We can do that through your whatever." So I go, "Oh, all right. I'm feeling a little poor in my bank account right now. Let's use the Banana Republic card." So you fill it out. You do the thing. She goes, "Oh, you know what? Yours has been canceled for lack of use. So we'll just start you up again, and you'll get an extra 15% off." So it's good. I was already getting whatever. I was already getting a bunch off because they handed out cards when you walked in. So it was good. And I like Banana Republic. I'm very comfortable with their clothes. I'm not wearing any of them right now, but I'm very comfortable with them.
That green
So-
shirt that Kelly hates, right? It's from Banana.
Yep, exactly.
Just making sure.
So in today's mail comes my new Banana Republic card. I'll show you. I got to hold this right. So you don't see my number and stuff, but all right, so here it is. But there's something on here that you don't notice until I take my finger away that I wasn't expecting. You ready? What's that?
A Visa.
Oh, it's a Visa.
It's not just a Banana Republic card. It's now a Banana Republic Visa card, which means that I can now use this
Wherever the
To
heck
buy
you
groceries.
to buy groceries.
Which means that it's just a completely standard credit card. There's no difference between that and anything else.
Right.
It's just
Yeah, but
Banana
they
Republic
suck
is
Right.
you
small.
But you know what?
They're just
But
Visa
that's-
is just using Banana Republic to
Right.
get you another card.
I don't think that's right, though.
Yeah, they
I
suck
agree. I
you.
don't think it's right either.
I don't think, because now they send this to somebody with no willpower, somebody who's trying not to have a general use credit card. And I love Banana Republic. I think that's shitty.
I always thought that's
I don't
how
think
it
they should have
was.
done that.
No?
No,
My
I
old
think
one wasn't
they-
like that. My old one,
like Banana Republic used to actually run the credit for you. Now they just dish it off to Visa yourself.
which would be
right?
fine. I'm not saying that that part of it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they should allow the general gas, groceries, whatever you could buy with the credit card, I believe I can now buy with this thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right. I think you should be fully aware that's what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
They didn't disclose that to you. They didn't say you're applying for a Visa card or
No.
nothing.
It was probably
No,
Well,
nothing.
you don't usually pay a lot of attention, so there could have been.
No. I would have known if she had said, you're getting a. By the way, sir, Mr. Zine, what you're going to get in the mail is a black Banana Republic / Visa card that you can use anywhere. If I'd known that, I would have said, okay,
No.
that's fine. It's cool, whatever.
No.
I try not to use it. But now I've got some credit on this. I don't get it. I just don't think that's right. Unless I'm reading this wrong, but with the addition of that little VISA thing on there, there's nothing else I can assume from this.
Annual fees.
No annual fee. Nope. Here it is. Here's the paper.
What's the interest rate?
Welcome to your Banana Republic Visa card. Use your no annual fee Banana Republic Visa card for all your everyday purchases. Gas, groceries, dining.
So do you get like
Sucker. It
Yeah,
says
but
at the
no,
bottom.
you
want to know what it did though? Our credit ain't that hot, and now that you've applied
I
for
know.
another
Well,
card,
it-
now it's a slam on
Oh.
your bad credit rating.
Okay, so now as if that wasn't bad enough, guess what else came today?
Oh,
Your credit
God,
rating?
What?
I'll show you.
Sam?
Please, man.
wow, the things we share on this live.
I know, this is awesome.
Ready for this? Hold on.
Oh, you got your.
My fucking AARP card.
Oh.
I'm 52 years old. Come on.
About this.
I thought the number was 65 or 60.
No, we did talk about this.
I know we talked about it.
I'm 50.
But the last one that came was paper. This one's not. I'm
That's your
surprised.
legit one.
I surprised.
You take that to
This
Denny's.
is probably a Visa too.
You get your.
Denny's.
You get to eat off the senior.
You telling me I can go to a movie theater and whip this out and get pay less than
No.
my?
You should try
no,
it.
because
What
I
is this
got
gonna do
that.
for me?
I got that too, and I'm
How?
10 years younger than you.
Are they not jumping the effing gun? You are not 10 years younger than me, by the way.
Sam.
Oh, by the way, I haven't actually joined until I pay. Here's the envelope. Keep this card of a record of your. Oh.
Well, I'm a
card's
little
legit.
irritated over that Visa.
I'm irritated too. I don't understand that. I should cut it up and send it back to them and say that's not what I wanted. Why are you doing that? The old one I could use at Banana Republic, Gap, and one other place. They're all owned by the same people. What is it, Steve? You should know this. Not that you shop at those stores,
It's
but
Gap. Gap owns
no, there's one other one in there.
Land's
Old
End.
Navy. It's Old Navy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Banana Republic,
Old Navy.
Gap, and Old Navy.
Yeah.
Oh, Old Navy.
They own a few other things.
Okay, let's go on to brighter things because
Yeah.
this is super cool. Gregory Minor
Yes.
is in.
Gregory Minor.
What's so funny about that?
I don't know.
As opposed
Thought
to
it was-
Major.
I thought it was a funny
He's
last
watching
name.
from Naples, Italy tonight, and it's 3 a.m. and he's
Pizza.
watching
No way.
live.
He is?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Does he look at that? Does he want us to all talk in an Italian accent for the rest of the night?
Oh God, here we go.
Gregory. Tell him to take a picture. Did he just take that picture?
He
I
did.
told him to send a picture of
It's
pizza.
3 a.m. He's eating pizza?
No. This is probably earlier in
Lynn
the
said,
day.
Lynn said, take a picture and show us.
Ask him, does he drink Coke with his wine?
Does he? No, that's
he's
only the
listening
Jersey
to-
Shore
Oh,
idiots.
okay.
Wait, is he their business or what?
He is
I'd like to know this.
in the United States Navy
Oh,
from Chula Vista.
that's our boy.
Operations
Good
specialist.
man. I've done a lot with the Navy. I dig the Navy.
Nice.
While we're pissed off about shit, can I just say,
Sam.
I'm just remembering the guy on the airplane. We were coming back from Vancouver. When they make the announcement to turn off your phones and all your stuff, why fully 7 minutes later, when they walk down the aisle, do they have to stop at the guy on the other side of the aisle for me and say, sir, you have to turn that off now? Why does that douche need a special invitation? Why can you not just listen and turn your shit off?
I'm usually the guy that complains and says the same thing, but my last 2 flights, I've been the one told. Because I just lost track of time. I didn't hear him say it because I had my headphones on.
So do you remember?
I
wait,
apologize to
let me
everyone.
change the
Alex
subject. So
Baldwin.
I hate that. I don't like
I
that.
do too.
Okay. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, at some point this evening, we're getting to the hand job at the meat party story.
For those that are listening in for the first time, I apologize.
And I want to add one more thing very quickly.
By the way, meat
It's meat
ties it
hands.
into a cooking show.
Yes, it does.
Before
Yes.
you get going,
Yes.
we actually never even talked about this because I just remembered. Did you hear the phone going off at the funeral?
Oh.
I went
Yeah.
in the middle of me talking.
Yeah.
you
I said,
Honestly.
I'm standing there pouring my heart out about my father
Yeah.
who is in a coffin 5 feet in front of me
Wow.
at my dad's funeral last Monday, a week ago this past Monday. And a phone goes off and I go like this.
Really?
Are you kidding me? Really? A phone at a funeral?
I
Did
forgot.
you literally say that? Or
Yeah,
you
I
just,
said it out loud.
You said
Absolutely.
it, yeah.
Absolutely. I say it wherever I am.
Yeah.
I can't believe people get into a public situation and don't go like this.
You know what? It was one of the oldsters, that they were in their 80s
Right.
and they had their, old-fashioned cell phone that they don't even know how to
with
put
the
on
big
vibrate.
shoebox phone, that giant thing with the
Right.
antenna that you pull up all the
But
time.
it was rather bad. I can't believe we forgot to talk about that.
That's
Oh,
funny.
that's crazy.
Wait, I was about to get onto something else.
What are you guys all drinking out here?
That's a good
I'm
You know
question.
what we're
Shit.
drinking?
Dude,
We were
no
sent some
idea.
tequila. So,
Oh, I saw this thing. I saw a commercial today for Malibu Red. You hear what that
as
is?
opposed to Malibu rum, regular?
Yes, Malibu rum,
Yeah.
red.
Red?
It's rum with tequila in one bottle.
What?
Rum
I
and
know.
tequila?
What are
Rum
you
and
talking about,
tequila.
Liz?
Yeah,
Look
what
it
are you
up.
talking
Lynn, pull
about?
it up.
You're delirious. Lynn, feel his
You're about to see
forehead.
it. You're about to
He
see
must
it.
be. He must have like 108 temperature right now.
Somebody Google that.
Malibu Red.
There it is.
Read it. What is it?
A
Told you.
vibrant fusion of Caribbean rum and Mexican tequila, guaranteed to get the party started.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what
I wanna
percent?
get
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
party
wait.
started.
Wait, I want to know
Guaranteed
what
to get the
percentage
vomit
alcohol
started.
it is first.
It's 35. It's normal.
Oh.
And if Neo is drinking it, I'm totally
Whoa,
down.
look at all these recipes.
Neo.
I thought it was the guy with the little arms. for a minute.
Neo.
I love Neo.
Who's the guy with the little arm?
You know who it is.
I can't remember his name right now.
CeeLo Green.
Oh, yeah.
Like
The
this.
guy with the
Wait,
little
I don't know if I can do it.
Steve.
He does it a
This
little-
is really mean.
That's the
I
thing.
think
can't
he
do
has
two.
normal
No,
sized
don't do it.
arms.
He
He's
doesn't
just
have
big.
normal size arms.
He's just big.
No, he's got baby sized
No.
No,
arms.
he's like a T-Rex.
I was going to
He's
say
like
there's
he's
a
like a
lizard.
T-Rex.
I was
That's
gonna-
so fun.
There, he's a lizard.
Wow. Poor
Wow, you
guy.
guys are really mean. I'm sure he's a really nice guy.
No, I'm sure he
Oh,
is.
God.
It's a physical attribute of his that probably isn't going to appear on his website now I think about it.
Yeah.
Couple things from the mailbag. Trisha writes, I have to say, I'm so happy to have found the podcasts. I used to watch you on public TV and then on Discovery Health in New York City.
Booyah.
We don't get your shows anymore, so this is awesome. Thanks. Thank you, Trisha. And Ryan writes, Sam, I love your show, but can't your wife and son just be cool during your cooking segments, please? I just need to hear you.
Really?
You picked that one out.
Really? Where did
That's
that go?
funny.
What? That came to
what?
mail the livecast. By the way, you can
Really?
email us at the live. You don't believe me?
Wait,
You think
mail
I'm making that
podcast?
up?
What's her name?
His name is Ryan,
Oh, his name.
spelled R-I-A-N.
Ryan.
Why would parents do that to a child?
Don't mess.
Okay, do you know how much shit mail I've gotten over the years? Don't let that one throw your night. And then, Lynn, this might be for you because you've used sous vide a lot more than I have.
Sous vide question.
Dave Henriksen writes, I grill tri-tip at least once a month. My wife won't eat meat if she sees any pink in it, so I have to cook it to 165 degrees plus. Like, just let me, before I even
That's
read the rest of it,
way.
get yourself a new wife. He goes, you probably just swore, but arguing that she should learn to eat a properly seared, juicy cut of meat will never happen. Her dislike for pink, juicy meat has over time led, oh no, my kids to expect this is how you should eat steak.
Oh,
No,
no.
that's not the right way.
They can grow out of it. They can grow out of it.
Now, as I understand it, the reason many people prefer the steak only cooked to 135-40 is because as the steak heats up higher than that, it loses moisture, and that affects the taste. Well, yes, that's partially it. It does, right?
Yeah.
After watching the episode on sous vide cooking, I'm wondering if I cook the tri-tip in a sous vide to 165 and then tossed it on the grill for a few minutes, would it completely cook the thick cut to please my wife but still retain the moisture and make the meat taste all that much better?
Yeah, he wants the best of both worlds. But is he saying, though, that he can't have pink meat?
I think what what Dave is saying is that he eats his meat the same way that his wife wants it to be cooked. So I say this.
And I ask why.
He's because he doesn't want to cook twice, and you don't have to cook twice.
Oh, I see.
You just need 2 cuts of meat
Yeah,
that
2
go
cuts
on
of
the
meat.
grill. Yours comes off in about 6 minutes, and hers comes off an hour and a half later. It's that simple.
But
That's
that is a
true.
good question about the sous vide. Can you maintain the best of both
Yes.
worlds?
I can't answer that question. I've never done that. That's like, why would I buy a sous vide machine?
Would it completely cook the thick cut to please my wife, but still retain the moisture? I don't know. I have never, and I will never cook a piece of meat on a grill or in a sous vide to 165 degrees. I just can't do it. And here's what I maintain. I say that if you blindfolded a person who only wants well-done meat and gave them a medium rare piece of meat, didn't tell them, just gave them a few cuts, they would say, oh, that's so flavorful and delicious. I can't believe it. I don't think people like the taste of overcooked meat. I think people don't like the idea that the meat is pink.
I agree.
That's the worry.
I agree.
What?
If people can eat completely raw beef, steak tartare,
Yes.
right?
Tartare.
Or what's the other thinly sliced one, Lynn?
Carpaccio.
Carpaccio? You can eat it at 135 degrees. You can. Dave, where do you live? I'd like to cook for the family.
Why not do a blindfold?
Wow.
Taste
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Did
He
you just
should
offer
do
someone
that.
to cook at their house?
No, I didn't say at their house, but maybe somewhere.
Next
Somewhere.
livecast at their house.
Fixtures Living. I'll be there Friday. I will be at Fixtures Living this Friday. And Fixtures Living here in San Diego is on Dowdy Street. They have locations in Costa Mesa and Rancho Mirage. And all this month, they're doing Patio Nation. And that means they're working real pieces of outdoor cooking equipment so you can see how the shit actually works. You can stand there and try things. I know they're cooking things and you can eat them. But really, if you're interested, you should be there seeing how well they work. Hey, Lynn, scroll down a little bit. You'll see schedule. Whoa. Patination schedule. Click that and tell me what they're using this Friday.
This Friday they're using.
Oh, there you go. Wolf and Woodstone. The Woodstone hearth is what I would give up my...
Yeah, me too.
Well, I was going to say...
I'd give up you.
You know that expression?
I
That's
thought you were
just the
gonna
most
say, "I'd give up your
amazing
wife."
outdoor hearth. And I don't want to say pizza oven because I think people have pizza ovens and they use them for pizza, period. You can do everything in a pizza oven, a hearth that you can do in a regular oven. Mm-hmm. Chicken, lasagna, grilled salad things and steaks and roasts and turkeys, all that stuff. It's amazing. Anywhere they're doing Woodstone and did I see Wolf on the list?
Yes, Wolf.
Wolf, which really is, the upper end of cooking equipment. Anyway, Fixtures Living this Friday. I will be there from like 1 to 2:30. Come visit. And if the Dave Hendrickson family will come and email and let us know, I will cook for you.
Wow, that's a big offer. Huh?
Well,
I like it.
I try and change. I would like
Absolutely.
people to
I like
change that. We all know. Look, we're not pros, but we know what a well-cooked steak at medium rare tastes like.
Ugh.
And we know what an overdone steak tastes like.
Yes.
When I get my steak a couple of degrees over, it ruins my night.
Send it back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
unless I do it, and then I can't send it back. And I gotta eat it.
You never do it though. You're a prime.
I'm
at
pretty
making
good now. I'm definitely getting a lot better. Anyway, all right. So I'm making something tonight. I'm not going to start it yet. Yesterday, I shot a show at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, which used to be the Wild Animal Park here. And I did 3 things. I did a dessert, and I did s'mores. But instead of like the Hershey's piece of chocolate, I did those Reese's peanut butter cups.
That sounds
They
so
were
good.
great. I don't like s'mores, but they were actually pretty damn good.
They were good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I did camping food. But they have this thing there called Roar and Snore. Do you know what it is?
Oh yes, where you sleep with the animals.
See if you can find the pictures, you guys. It's really cool. You
you
stay,
there, or-
you sleep overnight at the park
Always wanted to do that.
in tents that are all set up.
Yep.
And you can have tents that have nothing in them, or you can have tents that have wood floors, beds, a little water thing, lamps. I mean, it's amazing.
It's the
Roar and
African
snore
safari
safari.
experience, right?
Africa,
Yeah.
right? And I cooked here and right behind me was the elephant exhibit thing. Look there it is.
Oh, that must look cool.
Right? It's exactly like that. And imagine to the right of that is the elephant exhibit. And there's giant elephants walking around. And so that's where I was. So I did camping food, which isn't really camping because you can't cook there. They do all the cooking. But I did camping food. So I did the s'mores. And I tried to do like one pan things to make it easy. I did spicy Asian sloppy joes,
Interesting.
which were really good. And then the breakfast thing, that was like lunch, dinner. And the breakfast thing I did biscuits and gravy that I've never made before. And I love biscuits and gravy.
Nothing wrong with biscuits and gravy.
No. Yes, they're probably fatty. That's the wrong part. But I was thinking about how good they were. And then I thought, oh, wait. I bought like who's that? Billy Dean? Jesse Dean? What's this? Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean.
I bought a little thing of Jimmy Dean sausage. I bought the spicy, which was great. Regular pork sausage. Jimmy Dean made it in that. And then today I thought, you know what I should have bought? I should have bought chorizo.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm making. I'm making biscuits and gravy with chorizo.
Now you're talking.
That sounds so
I'm
good.
getting excited just thinking about
Sounds
it.
so good.
So this is a first.
Yeah,
We're experimenting.
we're experimenting,
This is
yes.
great.
As we should. That's what this should be. All right, so we got a couple things we have to cover. God, let me find this. Just let me find this. Hold on, Lynn.
Mm-hmm. What are you looking for?
You can take my computer when you get a second.
What are you looking for?
Cases of teens getting drunk off a hand
computer when you
sanitizer
get
worries
sick.
public officials.
Let's
What?
talk about this.
6 teenagers shown up in 2 Los
Cases of
Angeles
teens
emergency
getting
rooms in
drunk
the
off
last
a
few
hand
months
sanitizer
with alcohol
worries public
poisoning after
officials.
drinking
Talk about it.
6 hand
teenagers showed up in 2
sanitizer.
Los Angeles
Hey, Lynn, if you
Yeah.
Google it, I think there's a video of a guy doing it on YouTube.
There's a guy doing.
Wait, are you
sanitizer?
kidding?
No. I
Drinking
saw it
it?
this morning on the Today Show.
Drinking the hand sanitizer?
He's either drinking it or he sniffs it and he gets really high.
You
I
can't
remember.
sniff it.
You
You can sniff it?
I don't know. He does.
Look, we know that kids are stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, because they have no experience.
Yes.
I don't
And they
even
do
know-
things that are stupid. And they think they're invincible.
Yes.
But drinking effing hand sanitizer?
It has like 70, 60%.
There's a lot of alcohol in it.
Yes, a lot
You know
of
what?
alcohol.
I use
Soda's
one.
running alcohol.
I use one that doesn't have any alcohol in it. I don't want to dry out my hands. I don't want my hands all drying out. I think that's better.
That's ridiculous.
All it takes is just a few swallows and you have a drunk teenager. Said Cyrus Rangan, director of the Toxicology Bureau for the LA County's Public Health Department. There's no question that it's dangerous. Really? No question that it's dangerous.
But wait a
The
minute.
kids, what do you have to do to a kid to tell them that this is going to be a stupid move?
Because it only takes 2 sips to get drunk.
And who's the one that goes like this? Hey, dude, I just touched some chicken. Used it. Oh, wait a minute, man. It's 60% alcohol. If I drink enough of this, I'll get effed up. Why can't they do what we did when we were kids? You go to your parents' alcohol cabinet and you take this much off of 10 different alcohols.
Swamp water.
What did you say, Kelly?
Swamp water.
Is that what it's called?
Swamp
we called
water.
it.
It's my wife. My wife called it swamp water.
Wait, break that down. Why swamp water?
Because
Because
you
it's-
just used to try and take this much so that they didn't know anything was missing, but you weren't going to put it in different shot glasses,
Right.
so you dumped it in the same
we
like
see her?
Tupperware container,
Ah.
and
That's
that
okay.
was it.
Sorry, wait. We have problems
I
in the
think
back.
Max left.
Max left?
We've changed the guard.
Oh, sorry. Max. Oh, Max is upstairs. Here. This is Max is doing now.
Sam,
Oh, please.
sorry, Max.
Poor guy. He's upstairs right now,
Why are you so mean to your
putting
son?
his finger down his throat. So wait. You wake up in the middle of the night. You feel like you have to throw up.
Yep.
You know you can't go to sleep
Nope. Yep.
until you do throw up. Because you've got the flu or you've been whatever. It's that moment. We've all had that moment, right? We've all had that moment. Are you inclined to get up and put your finger down your throat?
I've been there.
I've never done that in my life.
Oh,
Are you kidding?
so gross.
Never.
Lynn, have you?
Oh, and I'm using Max's mic. What's going on?
Take the foam off.
Oh God. Okay, I'm back. This is.
Have you, Lynn? Have you?
No, I hate throwing up.
Have you ever put your fingers down your throat to make you throw up?
No.
Either
no
have
way.
I, Sam. You have
I've done it.
an eating disorder,
Here's the deal.
basically.
I don't have an eating disorder. I've only done it when I've been uber sick
Where you know you're gonna feel better if you do it.
or uber drunk.
Right.
And it hasn't happened that much, but I would like to see people. All right, so here's the question. So just respond. Lynn, can you type this?
Sure.
You got a lot to do.
No, I'll figure this out. Don't worry about it.
So just do this. Have you ever put your finger down your throat to make yourself throw up? And if you haven't, respond with no. If you have, respond with yes.
I mean, should we put this in context, like not in a?
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
I don't think it matters.
Simple.
Sick or drunk, whatever the situation is. I've done it both. I've done it when I've had the flu, and I've done it when I've been drunk. And I'm not proud of the fact that I've been drunk enough that I've needed to make myself throw up to feel better, but you're lying there and that moment is there. I'd just like to know if I'm curious what the percentage is. 40% of the people have, 60% of the people have, whatever it is.
Doesn't that just sound? Doesn't the thought of that just make you want to like?
That sounds terrible. Listen to this, though. This is just troubling. You know how the kids in all the schools have the hand sanitizers because the kids are always getting sick?
I'm not anymore.
Becky says that she read about preschoolers that, they're so little. They
No.
then
Oh, then they
they
stick it in
do
their
their
mouth.
hands and then they sit there and gum on their fingers and
Yeah.
stuff and got very, very sick.
Oh.
Yeah, like got drunk and sick.
So here's
when
what they
you're
have.
that little.
Here's what has to happen. The Purell people, which is like arguably the number one hand sanitizer anywhere,
Yeah,
right? You
right.
see it in airports and stores and whatever.
Yep.
They have to come up with a non-alcoholic one. It's that simple.
Or do they start selling it behind the counter? Like you have to show your ID. I mean, that's kind of crazy.
Get hand
Like,
sanitizer?
what are those things? What, huffing
Yeah.
is when the kids smell. What is it? Not paint, but glue or
glue,
something.
glue.
So that you have to now buy. Hand sanitizer.
Well,
but
you
they
know-
can make a non-alcoholic version.
Well, even
I have one in my car.
Allergy medicine now you have to.
Oh, because that can be turned into
What's the show?
meth, right?
Yeah, meth.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's one of the components of meth.
I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Do you want to hear what people are saying?
Yeah.
Gregory says yes the day before my wedding. Nicole
That's funny.
says yes when very drunk. Blake, of course I've made myself puke. You don't get a body like this without sacrifice. Chrissy says yes. Nanette goes, no way. I do everything I can not to throw up.
Yeah,
Wanda, no. Valerie, nope, hate puking. Guy, oh hell no.
No, I hate puking
Oh, we
too.
all do, yeah.
It's the worst thing.
Chris writes,
It's not a
yes.
matter of whether you like it or not. It's a matter of whether it's necessary at the time.
It's
Chris.
like the darkest hour of your life when you're.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take those. We're going to try and add them up and give a percentage of the people that were watching at the moment where they ended up.
Cal, can you do that for me, please?
We can do it. We can do it. People will
You've
continue
got a lot
to
of
have
time
that.
in there.
All right. I went to the post office today. I had to mail something. I'm not kidding when I say this. The woman behind the counter did not look at me 1 second.
They're the meanest people in the world.
No. This post office has 2 great people. This chick was brand new. So she does this. I walk up. Here's her little desk area. She goes like this. She comes out of the back, right? And she walks up. She's taking mail and she's like sorting it into something below her. And she goes, "Who's next?"
Doesn't even look at
Doesn't
you.
look. I walk up. Then she goes, "Sure. What is it?" And I go, "I need to mail this, obviously. I'm in a fucking post office. I don't want some shoes. I want to mail something." She takes it from me. She puts it on the thing. She's as mean can be.
Yeah.
The entire time not looking at me. "Oh, it has to have this." Go, "That's fine. It can have that." "Do you want insurance on it?" I go, "Yes, I like insurance on it." Doesn't look up. Does all the transaction with the whole thing. And at this point, like 30% of the way in, I'm going like this. She's not going to look at me.
Yeah.
And now it's a game. Now I'm staring. Everything I do is looking at her. I'm going to make sure that she looks at me. Doesn't look at me. And then at the very end, I give her the money. She hands me back the change. She's going to look at me then. Nope.
You should have taken a picture.
Didn't look at me.
You just the camera.
She didn't look at me then.
Wow.
How much do you hate your job that you can't even look at the people? Get the hell out. We've had this conversation. If you hate what you do, stop fucking doing it.
Right.
God, it annoys me.
Yeah.
It annoys me so much. I can't believe it. One of the guys comes over and we're just chatting. He's asking me about some neighborhood thing and whatever, and I say, "How is he?" And he goes, "He's whatever," and we talk, and he can't really say, but so we're talking about all kinds of things. Walks away, come in the house, I'm going to stand up in a second. In about 3-4 minutes after I leave the fireman, I'm in my house, I'm grabbing something. I look down, and my
you
belt
didn't.
is like this.
You're
No, you
wrong.
didn't.
No way.
Okay, that is so
Now
creepy.
wait.
Wait a minute.
Now I don't know. I don't know if this happened before
Are
I
you
talked.
kidding me?
I don't know if this happened before I talked to the fireman
Oh, sorry, Lucky.
Okay, that is so bad.
or
After.
Or what?
after. Can you make
Or
me
if it's
whole on the
sprung
screen?
open.
When would have it happened?
So I had to pee. I know that. And I noticed it because I went into the bathroom to go pee, and I'm like,
If you're that firefighter,
Damn it.
please
Was
email
this-
us, text us, call
was
us.
this? Was I getting my stuff ready? And I
Oh
went
my
towards the
goodness.
bathroom, and I was like this, and then I went, "Oh, I got to grab a box," and then I'm outside talking to the fireman, or did I come back in, and I did this? I don't know.
We should check your Twitter. It's probably like, met Sam the cooking guy today.
I can't
Had
believe
his pants halfway
how
down.
stupid I am. It's awful. And I've got all these wires here and shit.
Oh, that's great.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just don't know.
That's a good story.
That's a great
Well, it's a
story.
true story. I can't help myself. I really hope it wasn't. Standing there talking to the fireman.
Do you remember him looking down?
No,
a lot?
I
No?
don't. Okay, if it was me, I would have said, "You're
Of course, because you
Your
could get away
belt's
with it.
undone.
You could get away with
I think anybody could.
I don't think I could.
The right way.
What, if your belt is completely undone, that's more than calling out like a zipper or a fly.
Put yourself in
I
that
mean-
situation. A firefighter. There's fire engines, ambulances. Someone dying.
And he was good looking.
Oh.
They're all good looking.
There you go.
You know? I don't know what's on that fireman test other than like a picture. Let's see. Nathan just applied. Yep, he'll make it. He looks great. They're all fucking good looking. Firemen.
Just true.
God. You know, when we were on the plane going or coming back from Vancouver, there's not a lot to order. Kelly fell asleep. I know. Kelly fell asleep on the way there. And so they come by and they go, do you want to, we only got a couple things. They had like a, sort of like an egg McMuffin thing, sausage, egg, cheese on like a bagel.
That's in a plastic wrap, right?
No, it was a foily thing.
Oh, foil. Okay.
And they had like a little cheese thing with some apples and some cheese and some crackers. So I go, I'll get the bagel, sausage, cheese melt thing. I'll eat some of that. And I know Kelly likes her fruit and cheese and whatever. Kelly's like sound asleep beside me.
You better not bring out a picture. That's all I.
Okay, I don't have a picture of you sleeping. I have plenty of pictures of you
really?
sleeping, but not there.
Right.
And so she wakes up, and I'd eaten half the bagel thing. I wanted to eat the rest, but I just want to make sure she didn't want some. Of course she wanted it. I want that. And she ate it all. And then she starts to get into the cheese. And I say all the time, we're food opposites. I'm starting to think she's not just my food opposite. She's everybody's food opposite.
Oh, please.
Because the small piece of brie, it's like a little wedge about this big, right? The small piece of brie that's there, what does she eat? She doesn't eat the inside part.
The outside part?
She eats the rind.
The hard part?
No.
That's what you said. You said, I can't eat the inside.
No, you got that mixed up. Sometimes I'll eat the outside, but I was digging in and getting the inside and spreading it on the cracker. 'Cause I
No,
didn't
you
feel
said
like
you eat the outside.
No.
Don't screw up my story. Are you kidding? I've been waiting to talk about that.
Oh, go.
You didn't eat the outside.
Go back to the meat party. It'll be a lot more
Okay,
interesting.
here we go. Let's do this. It's time to cook. I got to make this. I'm making biscuits and gravy with chorizo.
What about sponsors?
We did one. I'll do another one in here.
Sure. Oh, I was just trying to buy some time. Sorry.
What are you doing for Mother's Day?
That's a good question. I'm calling my mom.
You should be doing that more than on Mother's Day.
Because here's the thing, I can't take her to Donovan's over here.
But it would be a good idea if you could. Why don't you do this? You're a techie. You got a lot of shit at your disposal. Why don't you go to Donovan's with an iPad and Skype? Wait a second. Here's a good idea.
So you want me to have a steak?
I'm saying this. Look, I was going to say, you take your mother to Donovan's. Just do it. Don't question it. Donovan's Steak and Chop House in San Diego. Donovan's Prime Seafood. Donovan's Steak and Chop House in Phoenix. You're not going to do any better than that. There's no way that you're going to take your mother to Donovan's, and at the end of the meal, she's going to go like this. Well, you did an okay job, but you really didn't hit the pinnacle. Oh, no, you've hit the pinnacle. That's the pinnacle. And I'm not saying it's a pinnacle because a recipe of mine is on the menu there. I'm saying it's the pinnacle because it is the place to go. Steak and Chop House or Prime Seafood, whatever you do, you're going to be fine. You're going to be amazing. She's going to love you forever.
And my mom, she loves seafood.
Nice.
She would
So
go-
take her
yeah.
take her to Prime Seafood.
Yeah, when she comes down, totally. That's where we're going to go. For sure.
But here's what I'm thinking. If your mom lives out of town, what if you do this? I love Donovan's. What if you can't do that? But what if you take an iPad or your iPhone or something that you can Skype with, even your laptop? You set it up at home. You sit there and you have a meal with your mother while she eats a meal on her side.
That's cute.
And the way to do that is order her a pizza, order her some chicken or something. That's a cute thing to do. That's the
cute.
2012 thing to do. My mom doesn't live here. She lives in Vancouver. We bought her a camera for her computer. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
Booyah.
That might be
Wow.
all Lynn can do because he might be down with the flu.
Okay. Oh, no. He's got the Max Plague coming on him.
Not even using his mic.
Okay, ready? Who wants to cook? Let's go. All right, there's two things to do here. I've got to get this chorizo cooking, and I got to get biscuits in the oven. So let me just, I don't know what to do first. Hold on. And we got the meat party hand job story to tell. Steve,
Man, you're gonna get me in trouble.
So, do you know what this is called? This log of sausage, and the Jimmy Dean ones are shorter, but they're like this. Do you know what this particular packaging shape is called?
A log?
No. Lynn?
He's a little busy.
Oh, here he is. Do you have any idea what this packaging shape is called?
Tube.
That camera's
No,
good,
it's
man.
not a tube. It's called a chub. If I asked you, Steve, what was a chub, what would you have said?
That's enough there, fella.
Google it.
Okay, there you go, right? The chub of chorizo goes in. And chorizo is a absolutely delicious. There's beef chorizo and there's pork chorizo. And it's spiced up really beautifully. I always buy the pork chorizo. I don't know why. I've never had the beef. I guess I could.
I didn't even know they made beef.
They do, yeah. It's right there beside it. Okay, so there's two things to do. One is get the chorizo in the pan because it takes a bit. The other one is this. Get these guys going. And just these little easy biscuits. Look at, of course, you could make, all your own biscuits and the Bisquick and the flour and the whole deal and stuff like that. But that's not really what I'm down for. I don't understand that system. I mean, I've done it before, but it's not what we're going to do here. We're going to do this kind. Okay, right? Everybody good? This is going in a I hope it's 450 degree oven. I can't remember.
It's gonna be tonight.
It is tonight. I don't know. It's going in here. Okay, now the chorizo, let's do this.
You like it nice and crispy?
Oh, I do like it crispy. Oops, I'm sorry. Not to do this. The chorizo takes a little bit. I mean, the crazy thing about it is, if you use beef, the beef changes color. If you use pork, like regular ground pork changes color. Turkey changes color, chicken changes color. The chorizo doesn't change color like the other stuff. And it makes you feel like you need to cook it longer. Hold on. 10 minutes, Steve.
For what, the biscuit?
Yeah, for the biscuit, I think. Let me check. $4.50, 8 to 10 minutes. Perfect. That gives us 10 minutes to stand here and chat. I might make myself another little drink because I can. I want to talk about this, the hand job meat party.
We should stop calling it that.
Well, what am I supposed to call it?
Finally.
This is a little thing that we're making tonight that we won't talk about. All right, can we see Steve? What's this? Here, watch this. Let me fix. Oh, it's that camera. Allow me to fix this. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Watch what I'm going to do. No.
Don't
Leave
go
me alone.
back there. Don't.
No. Do you hear Lynn?
No, everything's
So
perfect.
funny.
Why are
Watch
you
this. Watch
messing?
this. Shh, shh, shh. There we go. Now watch. I just wanted us. Now watch. Now get both of us. Come back. Come back. You're gonna see. I just set it out a little bit. Okay, so we should tell this story, right?
Yes, since you've been pimping it for the last however long.
Okay, I made Zach the other day chorizo and eggs, and I mean, honestly, it's one of my favorite things ever.
Oh my God! You just said you were going to tell a story, and then you started.
I'm going
talking
to.
about eggs.
I couldn't help it. I started looking at that again. Who's telling this story?
You tell it. I want to hear your version.
No, you have to tell the first part because it's important. So I'm just going to say this. So Steve and I go to a party. We're invited to this party.
It's an honor to go to this
Yes,
party.
together.
It's an honor to go to the party, and it's a meat party in the sense that there's just a lot of meat being cooked, right?
And it's just guys.
It's just.
That sounds wrong.
Right.
By the way, there's a restaurant here in San Diego. I don't even know what it's called. Oh, it's called Tofu House.
Tofu House, yeah.
Tofu House. That Steve sometime back said, let's go to this tofu place.
Awesome.
And the thing that we order at the restaurant is called Meat Party.
Yay!
The Stone Pot Meat
You
Party.
gotta say yay afterwards.
Yay! You say it really well though. And the amazing part is, it's rice.
In a stone, like
In a stone bowl that's been superheated so the bottom gets all crispy.
the raw egg on top.
Raw egg on top that you mix in, and there's beef and there's chicken
And
and
maybe pork.
pork,
Yeah, it's just everything.
some
It's a meat
vegetable.
party.
It's a meat
It's a
party,
meat
man.
party. It's un-freaking believable.
Korean.
Korean, yeah, it's great. Okay, this is cooking very nicely. Okay, so we get invited to this. We get invited to this meat party, and we go, and I can't go till a certain time, and Steve doesn't want to go till I get there, and I don't want to go without Steve. So, Steve comes here, and we go together.
And we called each other and asked what we
Call
were
each other and
wearing.
what we were wearing, and not that it mattered. We could have gone in like a
Shorts.
bear sheepskin thing, and we would have been
Oh,
fine.
that sounds so lovely.
Let's put it this way: nobody there gave one iota of thought about what they were wearing.
No,
But it's not that kind of party.
exactly.
It's just men
Guys chilling out, eating.
drinking beer.
Lots of beer.
No, not enough beer.
Yeah, there wasn't enough.
There wasn't enough beer. Which, and I won't even get into how unfortunate that was, given where the beer was coming from.
But that's part of going late, I guess.
No, we were not that late, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we get there and we walk in, and like we're now talking to people. Okay, now you take it.
Well,
I want to. Can you see him?
You gotta come
You
into
got to
the
come
camera.
closer.
Sorry.
You got to come up in there.
yeah, I
Face them.
Huh?
Face them. They're right there. It's right there.
You end up going and it's a bunch of awkward conversations and
Plenty of awkward.
saying
conversation.
hi to people that you don't really talk to and whatnot.
Right.
And then, Sam kept ditching me.
I wasn't ditching you. You know
Well, that's
what?
a whole nother story.
No, I know you keep saying that, but I wasn't.
But that's a side story. But I finally catch up to him, and he talks about how good the meat is.
Hey,
Sound
when
right.
you could get
No matter
the
how
meat,
you slice and dice the story.
when you could get to the meat,
Yes.
it was good.
But they didn't have forks or knives, or it was just big plates
Literally.
of meat.
So the first meat that I see is somebody standing in the back slicing a whole bunch of meat. I didn't even see what the configuration was. I have no idea what they were cutting, and they put it on a plate.
Big
I mean,
plate.
like this, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
imagine this plate with like meat like this. Whoosh.
And then 30 guys around it.
And then they
just
take
grabbing
it and they put it on the counter.
Yep.
And then a whole bunch of guys just walk up with their bare fingers, and it was very Neanderthal-like.
Yep, that's how they were doing it.
You're just eating meat,
No napkins.
nothing.
So I
I
finally
would have
catch
killed.
up-
I would have killed for a napkin,
Yeah.
Or hand sanitizer.
or no, not hand sanitizer anymore.
So, speaking of napkins, Sam's like, you should try some of the meat. So I'm like, all right, I'll go try some of the meat. So I I pull it behind, who do I see? My HR guy and another guy I know from work. My HR guy.
You know, this story's getting you fired. Do you want that to happen? You might not have said HR guy.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that?
I don't know.
It's a guy I know.
May or may not be your HR guy.
Who may or may, I think he is, but I'm not sure. You told me to tell this story. Now I'm not going to tell the story.
No. You have to. You have to, because I wasn't here for this part. Go on, you'll be fine.
All right, so he just grabs a big chunk of meat with his bare hands, and he's got a drink in the other hand.
I'm gonna put myself here for this.
And I see him do it, and he goes, "Hey, Steve, it's kind of fake. It's like he's been drinking a while." I'm like, "All right, whatever. Hey, how's it going?" He puts his meat in his hands, and he comes over to me, and he just goes, "How's it going, Steve?"
What? Are you?
And just for the record, it wasn't just that. It was this, down, up.
On sleeves. He's wearing sleeves.
I'm wearing
like
a jacket, a nice
jacket.
Yes.
Yeah.
And remember, I'm the sober one here, and he's the drunk one. So he wipes it up and down. And it just throws me off so much, and I'm just like, did that just really happen?
Yeah, who wouldn't it throw off?
And the other guy is talking my ear off, and all I could think about is like, I'm like looking down and up, looking down, And I start going like this, I'm like, And I almost called him out on it. But I think I was just too pissed to say anything. So that's when I was really trying to catch up to Sam, because I needed some counseling. I needed someone to talk to let the steam off.
Okay, hang on. Let me just digress for a second here. Okay, so look at the chorizo, right?
Oh, that's looking good.
The chorizo's dark. It's nice. It's cooked and it's ready. It's ready to go. So at this point, you could take the chorizo, you could put it in eggs, you could put it in a burrito with beans, whatever you want to do. But so let me just get the pieces that I need for this, which are not very much. It's flour and milk. I'm gonna now take some flour. I'm glad that we've broken up this meat story.
No, I'm gonna lose sleep over this one now.
So I'm gonna give this I think.
Really?
You know what? I've never done this.
2 tablespoons.
Like 2 tablespoons of flour, right? I'm gonna mix it in. Look, when I did it with the regular Buddy Dean, what's it called?
Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean. When I did it with the regular Jimmy Dean, there was more of that, and I put a little bit more of this in. So now watch. We're still on the heat. And now, all I need to make this gravy is milk. Now, I don't know how much, because I've not really done this one. But you're going to see what happens. The flour is going to start to thicken this thing up. Oh my God, I'm so jazzed about how this is going to be. It's going to be really good. So we're going to let this bubble a little bit. And the more that it bubbles, the thicker it's going to get. So, all right, so there we are. The biscuits they say 33 seconds away. I can't really believe that. Let's have a look, shall we?
And
We'll look pretty close.
Oh, it's close.
We'll give them another couple minutes. This is starting to bubble. And the color on this, look, it's getting thick already. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is going to be crazy.
well, that was like magic.
That's amazing. It's called a roux, ladies and gentlemen. Flour and some kind of fat. It's just creates this. So see that? That's too thick. That's too thick for what I want. That's more becoming like a paste. So I'm going to add this, a little bit more, mix this in. I'll show you how I want this. I want it like a gravy. And this is starting to get there. I mean, really, it's just like playing around with it, you know? I suppose there could be exact measurements if I had made this before, but I can't give them to you.
And will you need to compensate for saltiness? Possibly? No.
You know what?
Chorizo's
I think
pretty
it's going to
salty.
be okay. Yeah. I'm not really planning on adding anything. And you know me, my favorite way to go is as few ingredients as possible.
Right.
So we've got chorizo, flour, and milk in this. I'm actually going to give it a little bit more.
All right,
And we'll
so
see
you
how
can,
that
you
is.
can pick up the rest of the story from here.
Okay, so now Steve comes over, and he's talking to me and a guy named Scott, right? Was it just Scott?
Yep.
And he's telling us what has gone on. And we can't believe that this guy's been such a tool. Can't believe the guy's been that big of a tool. And what you left out was that while he was doing this, there was all kinds of like winking and nodding, and
Yes.
clearly
Yes.
all his boys were in on the little moment,
Right.
which was a complete effing jackass, shitty thing to do moment.
See,
Yeah.
I still, you know what? To me, that's so not a guy thing. That I think you guys are imagining this whole thing. I've
Why?
never.
Oh,
it's
God,
just
I hope
so
not.
weird to me that you guys. There's a group of men, and you think that they're like bullying.
Why?
Well, I guess I don't.
You don't think that's
like that's full on
Because you're-
bullying?
You don't
Okay,
think it
guys
goes
are
on?
50 years old, and you're like bullying.
Oh, they're not 50 years old.
How old are they?
Oh, I'm not gonna say. I think I've already given up too much. I might
Okay,
not
then
have a
that's
job.
just so weird to me. It's so weird to me.
anyway. So Steve is telling this story, and neither myself or Scott can believe what has gone down.
Yeah, you guys.
And he doesn't make stuff up.
Nope.
If the guy just done one of these, hey man, good to see you, I
Right.
might have gone, oh dude, you're making it up. But this,
He wiped up.
he
and
fully
down.
wiped. Kelly, a guy knows when he's being wiped on.
He just
Like
he
a
literally
napkin.
Seconds ago had juicy wet meat on his hand, and he looked around, and then he looked at his friend, and he did it, and then he winked
Okay,
at him.
see, so I can't believe you didn't just fucking haul off and nail
We
him.
No,
just
no, no,
got
no.
to this party. It's an intimidating party to
And,
begin with.
and by the way, without going into the details, the working relationship was not the one that would have made
Exactly.
sense for that.
Exactly.
Okay.
It just didn't
If this
work.
was some little teen punk at a
Right.
bar,
Of course
yes,
he would have done
I
it.
would have punched
Well,
him in
trust
the
me,
face.
I'm not condoning that, but I mean, talk about like being like pushed to your max.
Yes.
So-
Wow.
As he's telling the story, I say,
We were just
Dude.
eating chicken wings.
we're eating chicken
Amazing
wings.
chicken wings.
I say, dude, do I need to get the guy back? And you say,
No, you said.
what did I say?
Should I dip my hands in this wing sauce right here and go wipe them off?
Gosh, you did not.
And I jokingly said, yeah. I mean, I was somewhat serious, but
So
not
imagine
thinking
this.
that,
Look here. Look at the chorizo gravy thing,
that's
right?
about accurate.
So imagine that I dip my fingers in that,
Good half an inch deep.
good half an inch deep, and then I take my hand and I go, all right. I go
No,
walking
now I'll
over.
be the other guy.
Right? So here's the thing. I go, now here's him,
He's
and I
talking-
come
he's
walking
talking
over
this
like
way.
this. He's just with a group of people, and I walk by and I go like this. Hey, excuse me. Thanks a lot. And I just keep going past.
And this is how I knew what he did.
Yeah.
He knew the whole time what he did. Because when Sam did that, his reaction was, oh. He starts looking, and he's looking, oh. And he starts nodding his head, and then he walks to the bathroom.
Okay, you know what?
Tell me that someone that did not just do that, he knew, right? He knew.
Look, I believe in karma, right? And usually when you say you believe in karma, it's like you do something today and 2 years from now you're going to get it.
Well,
It was 10 minutes.
it was 10 minutes.
It had to happen.
It had to happen.
It was such a, and you know what? When Steve told the story, it wasn't just that the guy did that, but it was the reaction between all of the other guys.
Yeah.
It had to happen. I'm sorry. I'm not that sorry.
Was there any fallout?
No fallout. There was no fallout.
No?
No.
Not
No
yet.
fallout.
Perfect.
There could be more fallout.
What a bunch of douchebags.
Us or them?
The whole situation.
We're not douchebags. Okay, look at here's the biscuits, right? And of course you can make, look, make your own, whatever kind you like. If you don't like these little store-bought guys, then don't use the little store-bought guys. But here's where the magic part of this whole thing happens.
That's gonna be amazing.
It's this.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't. I was thinking in the beginning. It's nothing that my wife Kelly is gonna dig.
Not at all, but that's like a cool looking sloppy Joe.
Well, consider. It wasn't the sloppy Joe.
It looks like a sloppy Joe.
It's the biscuits and gravy. The sloppy Joe was something else I made yesterday.
I'm
but-
calling-
No, only because we talked about.
No, it just.
Okay,
looks
it's a
like
sloppy Joe. I made a sloppy Joe
It's
for
brown
you.
crap on a bun.
Crap on a bun.
Kelly was just making a point.
Yeah.
Okay, look. The color's gorgeous. The thickness is gorgeous, right?
I think that's what she said.
Thickness is gorgeous. God, you're sick.
Sorry. I was waiting for Kelly to respond.
And chorizo can be a little spicy. I think the milk has really like calmed it down a bit. I hope. I've never made this before.
Leo goes, throw a fried egg on that mess.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah?
Oh, holy shit.
Really?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's a mighty fine, good looking sloppy Joe you got there.
See, when I did the traditional, or what I thought was traditional biscuits and gravy, I used the spicy Billy Dean. What is it?
Jimmy Dean.
I'd use the spicy Jimmy Dean, and I added a little Montreal steak seasoning
Ooh.
to just like enhance. You don't need anything here.
Wow.
That looks so good.
All right. It's been a lot of fun. Don't wipe your hands on people. That's a shitty move.
Rude.
Yeah.
Really rude. Make this. Make the salmon tacos from the other night. Make everything that we make. We're not playing games. It's real food that we're making really in front of you. I know Emerald used to say that, but we really are, with nothing pre-prepped. Tonight's Wednesday. You know what that means? Tomorrow's Thursday, obviously. And we will see you then. Thanks for being here. Max, feel better.
Oh, please stop.
Good night.